What's up, buddies? COVINO Rich. That's us. Gonna have some fun today.
I mean, I planned on having fun until I heard Monty Bolaños' update. The Yankees got Austin Slater? Who's that?
What do you expect? What do you think, Paul Skeens is going to be given to you or something?
I know Giants fans and White Sox fans and Oriole fans know who he is, but 45 career home runs in 9 years. I was expecting a little more power out of that acquisition.
Never heard of him.
Austin Slater? I'd rather have AC Slater. I'd rather have Christian Slater.
Hey, mama.
Hey, mama. Hey, I just hope he brings it, that's all. The Yankees need something. COVINO and Rich live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, and we be rocking out. Turning your hump day into a hump night. Let's get our hump on.
Iowa Sam, I'm not saying you were wrong because you're entitled to your opinion, but Iowa Sam was the one guy that's like, yeah, Gilmore too? It stinks. Over 50 million households have now watched.
That doesn't mean it's good.
Exactly.
Over a million.
It just means people were curious.
Yeah, over 1 million people bought Susan Boyle's debut CD.
I dreamed a dream of time gone by.
Yeah, she went like multi-platinum. That doesn't mean it's great.
That is true. Good
So,
point.
yeah, a lot of people tuned in, which means there's a market for a wedding singer too coming soon. Now,
I'm so curious what Robbie Hart's been up to.
yeah, exactly. Before we get into NFL power rankings,
Can't wait.
midweek major. We do it every midweek. Other stories in sports and pop culture, midweek or major, we'll figure it out. Bad promo items. I have a question, just a random question, just to get this ball rolling. 877-99 on Fox. I had the wildest encounter yesterday ever, I think. It was so fun and so funny and so out of left field. I just want to know who else comes to mind, okay? That's all. I'll make it quick. I told the story on our Patreon. I'll be talking about it on Turbo later tonight on SiriusXM. I want to bring it here to Fox Sports. When you think of music, and I always think music and sports go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I really do. Can't go to the stadium for a good game without hearing some anthems, without some Cotton Eye Joe, without some AC/DC, without a band and a band member that I ran into yesterday.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
So yesterday I reluctantly went to Coldstone Creamery because my daughter put the guilt trip on me. She's like, Dad, you promised all week.
I think you're the first person that's ever uttered that phrase.
Reluctantly.
I reluctantly went to the greatest ice cream shop
I'm a busy man. I wanted to get home and finish the Yankee game.
to watch him lose again.
Yeah, and to be honest, nobody needs that much ice cream. There's a new Oreo taco Coldstone Creamery treat, and she's like, Dad, gotta have it. You never take me. So I was like, fine.
But honey, I gotta watch Anthony Volpe
Okay,
make
so
another error.
he's on his 15th. I gotta see it. He leads the league in errors. And by the way, I heard they're getting Austin Slater. I can't wait. So, the long story short, if you want the extended version, catch us on Patreon, COVINO and Rich. I'm trying to make this simple here. I reluctantly went. But, man, what a cool choice it turned out to be because I saw a rock god enter the building. I couldn't believe my eyes, Sam. Yeah, exactly.
No, I want to know.
Now, my one hint is the question before I tell you who it is. Can you name a few bands where the ancillary characters, the bass player, the guitar player, maybe the drummer, are just as famous, if not more famous, than the lead singer? Because usually it's the lead singer that gets all the accolades.
I have two answers out the gate.
Accolades.
I have two answers out the gate.
Who comes to mind?
Pete Wentz of Fall Out Boy.
You're right. He's more popular than Patrick Stump. He's a great answer.
Tommy Lee. Because he has a huge hog and he dated Pam Anderson.
I think another great answer. Vince Neil is the lead singer, superstar, Vato Loco in his own right, but Tommy Lee is more popular, if not more popular, than Vince Neil.
I'm trying to think. Sometimes there's an athlete on your team. He's not your best player, but he's your most popular
there's certain
player.
bands where they're all superstars, right? Like, who comes to mind there? I mean, there's a lot of examples. The Beatles, right? They were all superstars.
Even like Black Sabbath, those other accompanying guys were very popular.
Yeah, Tony
and well-known.
Iommi, Geezer Butler, all big stars because the band was so massive. One of the guys that I ran into yesterday is as popular, if not more popular,
guess.
than the lead singer of a mega band, a rock band. That's what made it so weird that he was at Coldstone Creamery.
One of the Proclaimers.
No, because I wouldn't know either one of those Goonberger twins. So you could say, hey, Lars is just as popular as James Hetfield, right? In Metallica. I mean, the lead singer always gets more props.
You
but
saw Lars Ulrich?
No.
Oh.
Even bigger.
I don't know about
who
that.
else comes to mind? Anyone else?
Well, I thought so I can guess one?
Yeah.
A band where like everyone
Yeah.
I would say because they're all distinct characters, like Kiss.
Bro.
Nail on the head.
I was Sam. You might have been wrong about Happy Gilmore too, but you were right about this.
Are you ready to rock and roll all night? Is that what's going on?
He's partying every day.
Now, growing up, I listened to the Mexican band, Beso. They were kind of big. I saw them in Los Bukis perform together one time. But, yo, I'm at Coldstone Creamery, reluctant, right? And in comes strutting in Paul Stanley of Kiss. I S you not. And I couldn't believe it. And he was super cool. And he's like, dude, I've been thinking about ice cream all week. I had to come in. And I'm like, so you don't like it? Love it. You got to have it, bro. And it was just so wild to see. Another answer that comes to mind, Slash to the Axl, right? Another superstar. There's a lot of guys they're just big stars. Eddie Van Halen to David Lee Roth. There's other superstars in the band. Paul Stanley is as much Kiss as anybody else, as much as Gene Simmons. And he couldn't have been any cooler and just such a random encounter I had. But I do challenge the Fox Sports Radio Nation to
let me ask you this.
Think of other examples of that. Because it's few and far between, Rich.
I have a little twist on your question.
Go ahead.
Sports teams, bands, hey, hell, even TV shows. Where do you feel like the top billing isn't so obvious? Because as I'm watching my Mets lose for the third time in a row to the Padres right now, is it Machado or Tatis? Or would you say equal billing?
It's a great question. And when you think of football, too, right, it's always the quarterback that's the main star. But sometimes on other teams, it's not the
Saquon or
quarterback.
Jalen Hurts. Who's your guy?
It's a great question, right? So Kiss, is it Gene Simmons or is it Paul Stanley? It's both, right? It takes the both of them to make Kiss. It takes all of them. Like you said, they're all superheroes in their own right. They had their own characters. But it was cool to see Paul Stanley, who was super gracious. I told him about Fox Sports Radio right down the street, man. He's like, oh, yeah, I know. And he couldn't have looked better and been cooler. And, we had a good laugh at the moment. And I told him I would tell this story. And he's like, oh, man, it's great. Nice to meet you and everything. So I ran into Paul Stanley randomly yesterday, right after Fox Sports at Coldstone Creamery.
You trying to tell us Paul Stanley's going to show up here with ice cream for us?
Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. You recognized him, too. Because, I don't know if I would recognize Gene Simmons because he had a reality show.
Immediately recognized
Bro,
him.
I would have been able to pick Paul Stanley out of lineup. I looked at a current photo of him, and I'm like, I would have just thought, like, old boomer with long hair.
I mean, personally, I was a bigger fan of Mike Stanley, the catcher for the Yankees. But I recognize a superstar. I play Kiss every weekend on Ozzy's Boneyard, Channel 38. I grew up with that stuff.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he's got a very memorable face without makeup.
He's the Kiss member with the star on his face. So he truly is a rock superstar.
Without
Without
the star on his face, I don't know if
And by the way, just because we're out here in L.A., that doesn't mean we have these celebrity encounters all the time. And when you see them just strutting around and nobody's bothering them at an ice cream shop in the middle of the day, it's sort of random. So sort of pumped me up, and we had a great moment. And then the other question is this. I so badly wanted to ask for a pic, but I didn't want to, fanboy out. And I'm not the biggest Kiss fan. So I didn't ask for the pic, but I have the story. Should I have gotten the pic or not is the other question.
I mean, if the pic was you and him feeding each other ice cream, yes.
That would have been great.
You had the interaction.
Have some birthday cake ice cream.
No,
Come here, Paul.
You didn't weird him out.
No,
that's the thing. You had a nice back and forth.
Man to man, I'm there with my kid. And I'm like, come on, Melody, we got all day. Paul Stanley's waiting. We had a good laugh. It was fun. And, the kids behind the counter had no idea who he was, which was wild. But
they were wearing his T-shirt, though.
Yeah, but they were wearing his T-shirt.
Yeah, favorite Kiss song? I don't know.
Yeah, but, two questions. Can you think of any other examples where the lead singer isn't necessarily the biggest star in the
I'm
band?
saying, where the dual...
It's hard to identify.
It's hard, like I said, Machado and Tatis Jr.
That's a good one, Rich.
I wonder if the Padres
fans... Barkley, another good one.
Jalen Hurts and Saquon. There are teams where there's no... that's not... when you were a kid, there were teams that had, rest in peace, Ryan Sandberg. I always said he was number one. Yeah, Andre Dawson was a beast, too, but... If you were to say Cubs when we were kids, Ryan Sandberg. You would say Cardinals, Ozzie Smith. A name jumps out. Are there teams where you're like, no, there's 2 stars that have top billing? Like if you look around the arena or stadium, you're going to see a mix of those jerseys. Like right now for the Dodgers, if you took away...
Who is the big star of your 86 Mets? Gooden or Strawberry?
That's a good question. If you took away Shohei Ohtani, because obviously he's the answer, would it be Freddie or Mookie? Because that to me is a great question.
It is. Who's the top biller?
Like Monty.
Those
Freddie,
2 are almost equal,
like,
and then Will Smith would be after that.
Freddie or Mookie? It's a tough one, right?
Say it's a toss-up.
No, it's not. It's not a.
You don't think it's a toss-up?
I think it's Freddie.
Oh wow!
Because of the World Series,
and
because it was
the
bets prior to
the
that.
fall off for Mookie is evident and clear, and Freddie is not falling off, and he has the walk off. He has.
Yeah.
Who has more star power? It's Freddie.
It's Freddie.
What about the other one I said, your rival? Is it Machado or Tatis Jr.? See, that's a good one, right?
It is a real good
They're
one.
both stars.
They're both stars.
So anyway, that was my story
Stars.
from yesterday.
Stars.
And Sam, I know you have a Gene Simmons story, but we'll get to your phone calls at 877-99 on Fox. And of course, we got to talk bad promo items next. What's up, Sam?
Quickly, very quick. So I had a run-in with Gene Simmons here at Fox Sports Radio. So we have a lobby that can take you up to these larger floors in our building. We're like here on the first floor. I'm getting on the elevator. In steps Gene Simmons, who's a very tall man. He's like probably 6'2", 6'3".
Big dude.
And he's with a woman, and he's talking about fabrics. He leans over to me. He like pinches my shirt and rubs it. He's like, it's kind of like a fabric like this, talking to this woman. And I was just like, Gene Simmons just pinched me and
He used you as a prop.
rubbed my shirt, and he just
Did
acted
he
like
pinch your nipples?
no, just
Oh,
he like
just your
pinched.
shirt.
Yeah, I wish he pinches the shirt. He's like, yeah, kind of like a fabric like this, and then he just turns to the woman, keeps talking, and I was like, that's the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. Like he just completely ignored me. He was like, yeah, just like you're like a mannequin, like just rub the shirt, move on.
And it's also random and unexpected, which made my encounter so
And I was
fun
like,
yesterday.
oh, that's great.
I don't know why I find that hilarious.
That
It's
is a
so
funny
good
story,
because it's
dude.
Sam.
It lasted like 15 seconds.
Can you picture Sam just dopily standing?
Yes.
Dopily, great word.
Right.
I was like,
Just
oh,
standing there like,
and then
"Huh?"
he just leans over and touches my shirt, and I'm like, okay, I
Lucky
kind
you
of been
didn't wear
blessed
that.
here.
You didn't
cool-
say anything back? I'm sorry.
I was just like, I
Yeah.
was kind of like googly eyed. I was like, all right.
All right, we got a few phone calls, but we can move
It's
on.
velvet.
Yeah.
It was like a plaid shirt or something. I don't know, flannel.
Oh man, maybe
Not
the good thing
fennel.
you didn't talk to him.
It's fennel, sir. You mean the vegetable or whatever?
I also think it's hilarious that 73-year-old guy, superstar, rock star, rock god, had such a hankering for ice cream that he had to go in the middle of a Tuesday just to get it.
Celebrities. They're just like us.
I know.
What do you think? He doesn't like ice cream because he paints his face like
When
a
you're
clown?
When you're a megastar like that, and I guess he's older.
Megastar?
Yeah, bro. Kiss Worldwide is huge.
I know, but at this stage, he's 73.
They have their own coffins.
You don't think
They
he
could
could go
still
get ice
sell out
cream?
stadiums. You know, it's kind of a
slow
rare.
down. Stadiums, you think?
You have zero say on the significance of Kiss. You probably just heard of them 3 years ago. They are superstars worldwide.
Gene had his own reality show for a few years, didn't he?
Worldwide superstars.
I'm not saying they're
I'm not a big Kiss fan.
But
so.
I'm agreeing that Kiss is huge, but the implication that Paul Stanley can't go to Coldstone Creamery without being harassed. Like 1 out of 50 people would recognize him without his makeup on as 73-year-old guy.
Well, yeah, the makeup did keep their anonymity for a long time. So that is true. But you can't downplay the mammothity of the band Kiss, whether you like them or not. And they do tie into the stadium anthem.
I'll back you up, though, that Paul Stanley is a close number 2 to Gene Simmons, if not a band where everyone was needed.
What about your guy Ace Frehley, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have that song I play occasionally, "Rockin' in New York City"? Or what?
Back in the New York Groove.
Back in the New York Groove. Right?
Rockin' in New York City is equally good. But but no, Back in the New York Groove by Ace Frehley, speaking of Kiss, that was the one where he was the lead singer on. That is what the Mets play every time they win a game.
There you go. Who's the drummer? I don't know the drummer. I don't think he has the same clout.
Chris, Peter Chris,
All right, I'll take your word for it.
right?
He could have just made that up. I agree. No, but it is Peter Criss. What movie did they highlight Kiss a lot? Was that Role Models with Paul Rudd
Yes.
when they all dressed up as Kiss?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to your phone calls, your feedback. There's a couple questions here. When a team or a band, there's no real, clear number one, Can you think of examples of that? And just the hilarity of Covino seeing Paul Stanley getting a birthday cake explosion.
It was a cookie. Don't you want some?
No, there's one at Coldstone to tie it to sports. It's called like cake batter or something like that.
Yeah, that's what he ordered, by the way.
Could I have
just to make the story more fun?
Could I have the cake batter, swing batter? All right, Cade in Reno. What's up, Cade?
Hey, how we doing today, fellas?
We're good, man. What's on your mind?
Calling in to second guys. You know,
Yeah.
I grew up a Yankees fan, and growing up, Alex Rodriguez, I got to say, was probably the best player on the team. But as you guys know, Derek Jeter was, he was.
Yeah, he's the top
fan.
biller.
That is a great example. If there's this is how I always think about it. When your team makes their promo picture for the upcoming season,
Who's the main guy?
who's front and center? Like if you're a Mets fan, I was shocked. They spent all the money on Soto. The front of like let's say a Mets montage would be Soto, then Lindor's a little smaller, but right there. Pete Alonso is like a little step behind them in the montage. Like there's definitely a Dodgers montage somewhere where it's a big Shohei.
Absolutely.
And to the right and left of him is Mookie and Freddie
And then Will Smith,
Yeah.
like
Then
you
Will
said,
Smith,
it would be
yes,
the four.
yeah.
Danny hit it. Will Smith is also there.
and maybe for the Mets, Edwin Diaz because he's the closer. Like you have your order, as Covino loves to say back in the day, who got the T-shirt because they weren't printing T-shirts for every player back in the day.
Think
Yeah.
of your baseball card collection in the
Who'd
80s.
they make a starting lineup of? That's the way to put it too.
That's another one. Yeah, who did they make the starting lineup for?
They only made it for like two guys a team.
But on your baseball, if you remember your baseball cards, speaking of the Yankees, there was two for the title. Who was the star back then? Dave Winfield or Don Mattingly?
Don Mattingly.
Yeah, I think Don
Because
Mattingly
I think
too.
that Dave Winfield was also on like the Twins and the Padres and other
I
teams.
agree.
Like Don Mattingly.
Top
But you
biller.
gave a good one, and I don't even have an answer as the biggest Mets fan you know. When you think of that legendary 86 Mets team, my only moment of glory as a little schoolboy, I ask you guys who's the biggest name because as a New York Mets fan, when you think of that 80s doing drugs, acting crazy team, is it Keith Hernandez, Darryl, Doc,
I think Dwight Gooden. got
Gary
the top billing.
Carter?
At that time, Dwight Gooden had murals
Yeah.
on the
Yeah, but
side
Dwight
of
Gooden-
skyscrapers in Manhattan.
The craziest part, though, is that Dwight Gooden was like the guy that showed up nowhere in the postseason. Like, he was the best pitcher in that moment, but look at the stats. Dwight Gooden did not have a good 1986 postseason, so is it a Gary Carter? Do you think of Keith Hernandez?
It's a fun question to pose to
Darryl?
your buddies. So
With
if
the
anything,
sweetest swing?
you could take this in your pipe if you have one and smoke on it with your buddies. So we'll wrap it up with your phone calls, 877-99 on Fox. You could always hit us up at CoVino and Rich
Should we
at
change
Fox
that
Sports Radio.
Phrase, by the way, should be like, put that in your vape and smoke it or something? Like,
You could put that in your vape and smoke it.
And vape it.
and put that in your vape and, yeah. Rob in Vegas. What's up, Rob?
Hey, Rob.
Hey guys, how about in rock music? How about Led Zeppelin? Jimmy Page was just as big as Robert Plant.
It's a good one. 'Cause
Yeah.
you know what? I'll give you
riffs.
the test. If you don't really care much about classic rock, you know both those names.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus,
Like, you would name
Jimmy
it-
Page had that pedigree from other bands,
Like-
and he was known as the superstar guitar player that needed a lead singer,
Yeah.
and then came Robert Plant.
In that same vein, how about Slash?
Yeah, Danny, you dipped out. I said
Okay.
that. Like, he's a superstar in his own right.
For sure.
Maybe even bigger than Axl, right?
Yeah,
So
was in
it's
other
rare.
supergroups.
Yeah, and other supergroups. It's very rare that people could hold their own like that and still be the guy in a band or on a team.
How about in hip hop? There are DJs who are just as popular as the MC, dating back to Eric B. and Rakim, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Jam Master Jay from Run DMC.
Yeah, those are, and again, few and far between. Otherwise, those are usually the ancillary people who are just in the band or whatever.
It's not so much an ego thing, but it's a who is the star thing. Like, you're seeing Timberlake getting a lot of crap lately because he's not singing at his concerts. He's like holding the mic to the crowd. But Justin Timberlake was clearly
this feeling.
Inside my bones.
I'm just gonna hand the mic to the crowd now.
Yeah, it's your job to sing, guys.
But like clearly, as much as no disrespect to Lance Bass and Joey Fatone and those nice guys, but Timberlake was the star, right?
Right, he was.
I mean,
the standout.
but then there's ones where I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. If I say Black Eyed Peas, Was it all Fergie, or are you like, no, those guys without her?
No, they
are fine.
all. I think
Guess
they
what?
all stood.
They were the
Will.i.am.
Black Eyed Peas
Before,
without her.
without
Yeah,
her. So,
exactly.
So when I
I
say,
think Will.i.am.
like Will.i.am's a star in his own right. So I mean, there's an
I think
example.
Taboo always.
You said appity app.
Yeah.
Appity app. Yeah.
So we'll wrap it with your phone calls. Thanks for hearing me out, though. And I know it sounds weird because I'm not the biggest Kiss fan. I've never seen them live, and I play them every weekend on another radio show. Grew up listening to that stuff. But it really was such a cool experience because he was such a cool and humble guy.
Not often do you see a big 80s rock star
Yeah.
at Coldstone Creamery
Exactly. It's so
getting
random.
whipped cream on his nose.
It's so random. So at least thanks for hearing me out and how ridiculous that sounds.
Tony in Oregon. What's up, man? Tony.
Hey, what up?
Wait, hold on. Wrong line. There we go. What's up, man?
There we go. Okay. Hey, thanks for taking the call. I do have a band that when they're in their heyday, they were all number ones. But first, in regards to Paul Stanley, the burning question in regards to the ice cream, did he lick it up?
Hey,
Lick
yeah, bro.
Tony
And you know
will
what?
be here till Thursday.
I did play it off so cool. Monty, you'll appreciate this. I go to my daughter afterward. I'm like, you know who that was? She's like, oh, Dad.
Your
I thought
best
that-
friend from
she's
high
like,
school?
I thought that was like one of your old pals or something. I'm like, hey, slow down. I'm not that old. But
Your old classmate, Dad?
just to prove I didn't fanboy out, she thought it was just some guy I knew because
Yeah.
we were blowing it up for a good 7 minutes or so. You know,
He could
just,
be your dad.
yeah, he's
could be.
70.
He's-
dude,
yeah, he
he's
could be your dad.
73.
He's
older than your dad.
He's older than my dad,
There you
but
go.
he looked fantastic. He really did. So I give him props for that, and he did seem to know everything about Fox Sports Radio right here in town, right down the street. Like, he was aware of what we did, so I told him that I'd be calling him out.
That lick it up joke was great.
That was
Yeah.
great.
And by the
man.
way, Tony said he had an example, too. Tony, you still there, buddy?
Am I still there?
Yeah, what's up?
Am I? Oh, okay. So, back in their day, man, the Eagles, they were all number ones,
Glenn Fry.
Tim and Don, Joe, Glenn, all number ones.
That's a great
That's a great
example.
one. Yeah, that is, because you need Don Henley, you need Glenn Fry, you need all those dudes. The dude that sang I Can't Tell You Why.
I have another one for you.
Can't tell you his name.
Let's go back. Yesterday we talked about how Scotty Scheffler would give up a title for the Cowboys to win a Super Bowl. When you think of those 90s Cowboys teams, their last moments of glory, no disrespect to Troy Aikman, the white Jay-Z.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Troy Aikman. It was Emmitt Smith. It was Michael Irvin. It was the defense, offensive line. Troy Aikman
That's a great
is the
example.
quarterback.
Yeah,
but
he
when you,
should have been the main star, but he really wasn't.
like same with Terry Bradshaw, good quarterback, but it was that steel curtain defense. So when you say Cowboys in the 90s, is it Emmett, or do you think the trifecta of Emmett, Irving, Michael Irvin, and Troy Aikman?
I would say if we're going to pick a headliner, it's Emmett.
Emmett, right?
Yeah, it's Emmitt Smith, which is
Emmett.
rare because it's usually the quarterback. Same with, again, it's usually the lead singer. That's the biggest star, but not all the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. We'll get to the rest of your phone calls. Phones are all lit up.
They're so lit. All right, so we'll go through all this. And then now that we're in the football type of mood, because tomorrow is the official kickoff of the NFL season, your first preseason game. Not a Thursday will go by until February of 2026 without football on a Thursday. With that said, we're going to go over the NFL on Fox power rankings. Covino and I have not looked at these. Danny G wants to see how accurate we are compared to what the experts are saying. So we'll go over some NFL power rankings. We'll do some games, give away some prizes. A lot of fun coming up right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio. You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
Who wants some?
bigger,
Bolder.
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special. Yes.
Who wants some?
bigger,
Bolder.
better.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan. I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio.
Really was a great joke. Wish I thought of it. Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, Covino and Rich. If you miss any of today's show, you want to catch the podcast, search Covino and Rich wherever you get your podcast. And right after the show every day, the best of goes up. Danny G puts up our podcast. You got to rate it 5 stars because anything less is uncivilized. Search Covino and Rich. And we appreciate it. And speaking of Covino and Rich, we're going to be filling in for the Herd tomorrow. You heard? In for the Herd on Thursday and Friday. So, again, if it messes with your schedule, catch it on the podcast. I'm Steve Covino. That is Rich Davis, Iowa Sam, Danny G. Monty's here. Spots on the videos at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio.
You know, I'm pretty pumped about this Mets trade. I know it's a little piece, but it just shows that Mets are trying to win now. Monty, you and Danny G may be more familiar with this guy because you're NL West fans. Tyler Rogers of the Giants, that submarine sidearm pitcher. The Mets faced him the other day. He's hard to hit. His ERA is in the 1, so the Mets gave up some notable prospects. And
It was a hefty price.
What's the update on Soto, though?
He's icing his toe. I don't know. He's
Pobrecito.
I didn't see if he was.
I know he found a ball off his foot, off his leg, and he was hobbling around.
Off
and
his
took him
tootsie.
out. Yeah. So, congrats. Moves are being made. Tomorrow is the deadline, and that'll give us more to talk about on the Herd tomorrow. All the moves, last-minute moves. Austin Slater to the Yanks. Rich's new pitcher. You'll hear more from Monty in a minute.
He's not in the lineup today, so I'm guessing day to day.
All right.
But you will start to see that over the next, we have exactly 24 and a half hours because the trade deadline ends, I believe, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. So your team has roughly 24 hours right now to make that move you want them to make. And again, for some teams, it's really just getting that one extra lefty or righty out of the bullpen that they feel they need. I don't think in today's day and age, our buddy Dan Byer said it the other day, where everyone sort of feels like they're not that far away because of the third wild card. I don't think you're seeing a lot of teams make big moves. But there's not going to be a big move, I don't think.
We'll see. And we'll talk about it mañana.
All right.
Right now, we'll wrap up with your phone calls at 877-99 on Fox. When it's hard to figure out who's the top biller of the band, of the team. Yeah, because sometimes they share equal billing, right? You can't say that Paul McCartney was a bigger star than John Lennon. There was equal billing. They were all stars in their own right. NWA, who was the bigger star? Ice Cube, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre?
We're going to say Ice Cube because Eazy-E passed away, but at that time,
that time it was Eazy-E, right? But you could make a debate out of it.
Yeah, at the very beginning, Eazy-E was the bigger solo artist until Ice Cube went off on his own.
But they were all big stars. I ran into Paul Stanley getting ice cream yesterday, and we're saying he's equally as big of a star as Gene Simmons, if not bigger. But who else comes to mind?
You know what you should have done? You should have quickly used some whipped cream and fudge to make your own kiss face on yourself and be like, hey, Paul!
He would run for the hills.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been weird.
And by the way, he did, just for the sake of conversation, he ordered the Reese's Peanut Butter Awesome Sauce.
What a guy.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Say hi to Dan in Kansas City.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, how you doing? I got one sports and one music.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like Iowa Sam and take everybody's
You got a reputation,
I
bro.
know. Mahomes and Kelsey, just because Kelsey and Taylor Swift.
That's a great one. You're right.
When's
Because
the last time you saw, whether they like each other, when's the last time you saw Joe Perry and Steven Tyler apart?
those are great examples, man.
Those are great examples of the other members are super famous.
Yeah.
Rolling Stones, another example. Keith Richards is a super famous guitar player. Mick Jagger obviously is the star, but they all hold their own weight. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you.
I wonder, and don't worry, you're not going to have to sit through this exercise, but I wonder if we wrote down all 32 NFL teams and did a name the most famous big star on this team, how many of the 32 teams would all 6 of us in this studio match?
Would match. Mm-hmm, that's
You know, it's funny. There was a.
I bet you 20, 25 maybe less.
Aaron Judge is the captain, and he's the big star, but he admitted it recently, which was sort of weird for him to say. Did you see that? He was like, "Yeah, I'm the guy." He's like, "I'm the guy," which is interesting because Giancarlo Stanton is also on that team. Other superstars, Garrett Cole's on that team.
Stanton is Unk now.
Yeah,
I know.
Jazz Chisholm's not there,
but it's wild to see. We all know he's the top biller, but he admitted he's the guy
because he's not like that.
Yeah,
he's not
like
guy.
that.
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up with Orlando. Who do we got there? Shell and Orlando.
Yep.
Hey, Shell, you're on the COVINO and Rich show, and then we got Monty's update.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, hey, I'm a child of the 80s, actually raised in the 90s, but I can't believe this one hasn't been said yet. But tell me a time in history when the bassist has taken top billing over the lead singer. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Flea over Anthony Kiedis.
That's a great example.
Bass player is a really tough one.
That is a fantastic answer because while I love the Chili Peppers, Anthony Kiedis, legend, Flea was in Back to the Future 2. Flea's done acting. We all know.
He's just such a dynamic bass player.
You know what? The other example, not as cool, Shell, would be Pete Wentz of Fall Out Boy because he dated Ashley Simpson in the 2000s, and he's sort of a notable guy. I bet you people don't even realize Patrick Stump is the main dude.
Paul McCartney was a bass player, just for the
that's a
record.
good one,
But
yeah.
hey, that's a great one. Thanks for sharing. We'll take the rest of your answers.
Slap at a bass.
Slap in the bass, man. We'll take the rest of your answers at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio. Shout out to Paul Stanley. And now, shout out to the one, the only, Monty Bolaños.
Hey, Monty.
Guys, happy to be hanging out. Yes, trade deadline for baseball tomorrow, Thursday, 6 Eastern. So the moves that have happened today, in case you've missed them, the Reds have traded for Gold Glove third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes from the Pirates. Ooh. The Mariners have also traded for left-hander reliever Caleb Ferguson from the Pirates. The Pirates are just like, take everybody but Paul Skeens. Mets have acquired right-handed pitcher Tyler Rogers from the Giants, and the Giants have acquired White Sox outfielder Austin Slater to help Aaron Judge is on the IL. Brave star Ronald Acuna Jr. has a grade 1 calf strain. He could return in 2 to 3 weeks. Not sure if he will since the Braves are pretty much out of the running. We'll go to baseball right now. Pirates and Giants tied at 1 apiece, top of the 8th. Padres shutting out the Mets 4-0, bottom of the 5th. Tigers have won 4 in a row. They topped the Diamondbacks 7-2, while the Blue Jays snapped their 4-game losing streak with a 9-8 win over the Orioles. In the NFL, Isaiah Likely, tight end for the Ravens, is going to undergo surgery to repair a broken bone in his foot. He's expected to miss 6 weeks, but he could be ready for week 1. Bengals have released veteran running back Zach Moss after 1 season. In the NBA, former NBA star Gilbert Arenas and 5 other defendants were arrested today on a federal indictment alleging they operated an illegal gambling business in which high-stakes poker games were played at an Encino mansion that Arenas owned. I would have absolutely gone to that if had I been invited. Lastly here, in the non-sports world, the canned cocktail maker High Noon is warning customers that some of their vodka seltzers were accidentally labeled as Celsius energy drinks. Good luck.
No.
On the lookout. Yup.
For real? I'm a big fan.
Real.
I'm a big fan of the strawberry High Noons.
Well,
I get both, actually. Yeah, I get a Celsius every once in a while and a High Noon.
Surprise,
yes.
surprise.
So good luck with that.
Why am I so tired?
or as Dokes would say, surprise, mother.
That's
Exactly.
so funny.
So if you get an energy drink but you start feeling a little too loose, maybe.
You like the High Noon vodkas or the tequila's better? The tequila ones are pretty good. That's instead of blue, it's like green.
Yeah,
I'm not going to drink that.
Now I know why Brenda was picking up trash at the beach yesterday.
Yeah, what's that about? Hey, thank you, Monty
Thanks,
Bolaños.
Monty.
Cheers.
And by the way, Rich, did you know Ke'Bryan Hayes, who's now a Red, I guess, according to your update from the
Correct.
Pirates? That's Charlie Hayes' son. from the Yankees, 1996, Charlie Hayes.
Last out, Charlie Hayes.
Yeah, that's his son. And the Yankees were showing interest for a while, but he's a top player, so props to him.
All right. Now listen, coming up, we're there, a day away from the first preseason game of the NFL, which is wild when you think about it. We're there already. Can't wait. We're going to go over what Fox TV, NFL on Fox, says the top teams are. We'll see if we agree with their power rankings, and we'll talk a little faces of the big teams as well. You know what? Now that I thought about it, I do want to pick a couple teams and see if we agree on who is the face of the franchise. We'll do that next, right here. COVINO and Rich.
It's COVINO and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, COVINO thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, COVINO, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event
You
during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
COVINO and Rich.
We're crushing it.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you. Shout out to Mercerman in Pittsburgh, Rich. Speaking of the Pirates.
Yarr.
Yarr. He said you got to give Tom Morello props, too, because he wasn't the lead in Rage Against the Machine or Audio Slave, but is his own superstar in his own right.
It's a great one.
It's usually the lead singer that gets all the accolades, all the props. Talking top billing today. Sometimes it's hard to figure out who the superstar is. Is it Covino or Rich? Oh, man.
You know, we are a rare show in that I don't think people think there's a lead, and there really isn't. Like, when you listen to other duo shows, there's usually, like, here at Fox Sports Radio, I heard a phrase like, there's someone's, like, in the driver's seat or the main seat. Is that a thing, right? Like at night, like Jason Smith and Mike Harmon.
Yeah, with Mike Harmon.
There's like
this show used to be the Covino Show with Rich. And then Rich got promoted.
Yeah, I know. Now it's Covino
and then
Rich.
it was the Rich Davis Show with Guillermo. I mean, Covino.
No, you know what? It's true, though. We are a rarity, and it's been told to us from management and upper management of it's rare when a show is split down the middle like a pair of butt cheeks, 50-50.
Couple asses.
Depending on, because we're a couple of asses. Depending on the discussion, it doesn't matter. But baseball teams, football teams, basketball teams, sometimes it's hard to figure out who the top star is. And we're going to wrap it up with Rich's thought. But first, the play of the day.
Yeah, let's do this. We are live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And Cal Raleigh wasn't having a season. He's having people might be talking about this catcher. Your dude, Will Smith.
And the pitch to Will. He swings. He drills it to left field. This ball's going to head back and bounce off the track and off the wall. Outman around second. He's on his way to third. He's being waved home. The cutoff is dropped. Head first slide. Safe. And Will Smith delivers with 2 outs. He gets the go-ahead run in, and the Dodgers lead it 5-4.
5-4, the Dodgers win. That's courtesy of AM 570 Dodgers Audio Network. And that was our Tire Rack play of the day. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
You know, interestingly enough, I think when you listen to radio shows and podcasts, not even on this network, you're right. There is someone that usually like starts every segment or reads the commercial. We might be the only show that doesn't have that system.
I'm not saying it's always ego, but it's usually ego, right? And what makes Covino and Rich last so long is you try to put that aside. And it's just, depending on who's more passionate about that discussion is usually who's leading it. But otherwise, it's always a back and forth. But I ran into Paul Stanley of KISS yesterday, and I said...
Oh, that makes you better than me now?
I said that KISS is Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, but collectively, it was all of the characters that made the band. But he was equally, if not more, the star of KISS.
Well, to prove that point, which is interesting, usually the lead singer is the star. In the NFL, it's the quarterback. And I said I wasn't going to do this, but I couldn't resist. God damn it.
Go ahead.
I went to the AFC, the 16 teams in the AFC. In my mind, 11 of the 16 teams, the quarterback is the face. And I think 5 of the teams in the AFC, the quarterback is not the face.
Oh, wow.
So that we're not playing big guessing games. Let's go through each division real quick and see if you agree.
Okay. And then we'll do power rankings next hour.
We'll talk a bunch of NFL, have some fun. AFC East, Buffalo, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
I think Miami is one of the exceptions. I think Tyreek Hill would be the number one guy on that team as far as like notability. People know him. I don't think it's Tua.
It could even be Mike McDaniel.
The coach sometimes, because I feel the same about Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a good one.
I think
Monty.
Miami, one of the teams. So I think Tyreek would be your guy. I think because there's not many stars on the team, Drake May in New England, because I don't know if he could even name, like the average person will be like, who's on New England now? And the Jets, I think Sauce Gardner, because Justin Fields is new and Sauce is a character, right? So I think 2 of them are in the AFC East. Then you go to the North. Cincinnati, Burrow, Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers, Baltimore, Lamar. I think Myles Garrett in Cleveland because they don't know what's going on with the quarterback. So I think right now Cleveland fans will be like, Myles Garrett's our guy. So that makes
that's
3.
The third team, yeah.
Are we all in agreement so far?
Yeah.
Let's go south. I think 3 more quarterbacks. Tennessee, the rookie Cam Ward because they have a lot of high hopes. Jacksonville, still Trevor Lawrence. And Houston, C.J. Stroud. I think Indianapolis, Jonathan Taylor because I think you're like Richardson, Daniel Jones. It's Jonathan Taylor, your running back right now. That's your 4th. And I think in the AFC West, Mahomes, Herbert, and Bo Nix with the asterisks of Sean Payton being, the star. I think right now Max Crosby for the Raiders is the 5th in the AFC. I think I nailed this, by the way.
He's the face of the team.
Face of the team. 11 of the 16 AFC teams.
So this happens, but it's
the
rare.
it's the lead singer.
Yeah, it's the lead singer thing. The Raiders would be an example of the bass player's the main guy.
Yeah, although now I think they'll split the screen a little bit with Geno Smith.
Yeah, that's true.
If Geno plays well, I think
Yeah.
you're right. But as of right now, because I thought, Brock Bowers, he's a tight end that needs a quarterback. So the AFC, you're looking at 2 out of 3. 11 of the 16 are quarterbacks because that's who. And if the face of your team isn't the quarterback, there's a likely chance you're in trouble.
For your Niners, would it be McCaffrey or your boy Purdy?
Maybe we'll get to the NFC later, Danny.
Yeah. That seems to be the theme of the show.
We'll do the NFC, and of course, we're going to go over some of the power rankings in the NFL. And COVINO,
we also got Mike's Wednesday Words of Wisdom, Midweek Major. It's National Wing Day, and Tommy like wingy. So there's lots to get to. But speaking of the NFL, power rankings, we'll do that next.
Can't wait. If you ever want to chime in or see what we're talking about, the Fox Sports Radio YouTube page, we stream every day, and of course, clips and videos you might miss. Stop flexing for the camera.
I mean, people are watching. Hey!
Oh, there he is. Always at COVINO Rich. We'll be back in a second. Talk some more NFL right here, Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Moves happening ahead of the MLB trade deadline. The Mariners have traded for Pirates left-handed reliever Caleb Ferguson. The Reds are acquiring Gold Glove third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes from the Pirates. Yankees traded for White Sox outfielder Austin Slater. And the Mets have acquired right-handed pitcher Tyler Rogers from the Giants. Brave star Ronald Acuna Jr. has a grade 1 calf strain, could return in 2 to 3 weeks. Right now in baseball, Gavin Sheets has hit a 2-run shot, and the Padres are shutting out the Mets 4-0, top of the 7th inning. Pirates and Giants tied at 1 apiece, top of the 9th. The Tigers have won 4 in a row after defeating the Diamondbacks 7-2, while the Blue Jays snapped their 4-game losing streak with a 9-8 win over the Orioles. In the NFL, Ravens tight end Isaiah Likely will undergo surgery to repair a broken bone in his foot that he suffered during Tuesday's practice. He's expected to miss 6 weeks, but he could be ready for week 1. I'm Monty Bolaños.
It's a big day.
Oh, yeah.
It's Noonie Magazine Day. And, yep, the Yankees got Austin Slater.
Who?
Not O'Neal Cruz, who I was hoping for. But, hey.
O'Neal Cruz. You think you're getting that guy? That's funny.
Why? He's named after Paul O'Neill. He should be a Yankee.
Same.
Anyway, hope you're enjoying your MLB. Tomorrow's the deadline, so it's deadline eve, everybody. Covino and Rich on
And
Fox Sports
football
Radio.
Eve, too.
Football Eve because, well, starts tomorrow. Football! Broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio out here in the mean streets of L.A. We got Iowa Sam. We got Danny G. Monty Bolaños. Spots on the videos. Fox Sports Radio's YouTube. We're Covino and Rich, turning your hump day into a hump night.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, me too, bro.
I will say, I want everyone to note over the next 24 hours, it's going to happen once in your life. So when it happens, I want you to think of me. Your friend is going to talk about the trade your team should make, and they're going to be so ridiculous about what they want to get for how little they give up. It's my biggest pet peeve around trade deadline time.
It's the truth, yeah.
You're right. Your team will always be like, we should try to get, and they'll say something like, we should try to get like Paul Skeens from the Pirates. And what do you want to give up? I don't know, like a couple minor leaguers?
People we don't know?
Idiotic fans.
That's not how it works.
All do this every year. Especially in baseball and basketball when the trade deadline approaches, they'll be like, we should give up, and they'll talk about like bunk middle relief guys, and they want to get a slugger from another team. So you'll hear it happen at least once over the next 24 hours.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
but depending on the moves that are made, shows you how much their heart's really in it, in my opinion. And the Yankees, no offense, the guy's a big leaguer, so my opinion doesn't matter much, and I hope he lights it up. But Austin Slater doesn't say that the Yankees are really going for it, in my opinion.
Yeah, but we've talked about this with behind-the-scenes people, GMs of teams.
By the way, he might end up being one of my favorite players that I root for, but that's how I feel.
I think when you hear GM speak, and we've spoke to people behind the scenes before, where fans don't realize that there's so many things that need to happen. First of all, these other players need to be available.
True.
They need to want what you're giving up, and it all needs to work out so perfectly. There's money considerations involved. Like, just because you're like, man, who's the third baseman you did want? He just got hit by a pitch.
Eugenio
Suarez.
Eugenio.
I
call him Eugenio.
No, I know
his
what
mama
you
calls
call
him
him.
Eugenio. I call him Eugenio.
I don't think his mama calls him Eugenio.
Eugenio Suarez. Yo, that kid's a stud player, right? He has like 30-something home runs already,
He
right?
has a busted hand,
now,
too.
Now, here's the thing. What if the Yankees like, yo, we want Suarez, and what if they say, right there, Yankees front office?
Guess what, Rich? My father says everything's negotiable.
Yeah, this isn't Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Everybody's got a price.
You're not the Buxtons. What if your dude Brian Cashman's like, yeah, I'm not giving up what youth want.
Well,
Then
we'll
it's
find
a
out.
no deal. And then what do you rather? Do you want to get Suarez if it means the Yankees giving up all their prospects and maybe one guy on the roster?
Well,
that's
we'll see the moves. We'll talk about it tomorrow. In for the herd, Covino and Rich. So tune in early tomorrow. But we got lots to get to this hour. Midweek Major, the biggest stories in sports and pop culture. Mike's Wednesday Words of Wisdom. We'll be giving out prizes in the form of IOUs. So
We'll explain.
Yeah, we'll explain. But you promised we'd talk NFL power rankings. Like you said, it's NFL Eve.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Yeah, this is the 2025 NFL Power Rankings according to NFL on Fox. They put this out. One of their lead NFL guys, Ralph Facciano, he compiled this ranking.
Ralph Facciano.
Middle name Gabagoo.
So NFL on Fox, I have it in front of me. 1 through 15 I'll take from you guys.
Okay.
See how good you are.
Let me pull up the the
Rich is
teams.
cheating already.
I'm not cheating. I'm just looking at the division, so I got my right gauge here. Top 15, you say, huh?
Top 15 NFL teams going into preseason.
In no particular order.
Well, yeah, I have the 15, but yeah, you guys can just guess the
Okay,
top
well, I mean,
15
let's-
and where you think they would
Let's
be.
start obvious. The Eagles.
Number 1.
Bam!
Not that hard, but yeah.
I'm going to say, just based on not much has changed, if anything, they tried to revamp a little bit. The revenge tour of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs number 3 on the list.
Better believe it. Whoa, mama. She'll be number 1.
So who do you think's number 2 in there?
Then number 2, Lamar Jackson
Yes,
and
sir.
company. Baltimore.
Boom.
I'll go Buffalo Bills.
Number 4.
Bam.
All right, so now that we got that out of the way.
It's a little harder now.
Now, let's dive in a little more. I think there is a sentiment that Detroit will remain very competitive.
No, I was surprised by this. They have Detroit number 9.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm saying, especially after watching quarterback, the Bengals were so close to so many games. Luck has to swing their way a little more this year. Burrow's going to bring it. Bengals got to be in it.
You guys are going in reverse order now. They have Bengals number 8.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
all right.
let's
We got to close it down 7-4.
Let's keep that reverse going.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be a homer, but they have the easiest, softest schedule in the history of schedules, and they're healthy, and Brock Purdy's on the deal. I think the Niners are still so very in the mix.
This is going to grind your gears, Rich. Fox, the power rankings here by Ralph and company, have the Niners at number 18.
Whoa!
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I think we need a break. Look at
Ice
Rich's
cold.
face.
Yeah, that is wild, dude.
Your Niners are
What?
closer to my Raiders than the Eagles at number 1.
Yo, dare I say this is the most bunk thing I've heard ever.
I think you were kind of expecting this, though, because
I thought you were going to say, oh, Rich, they
All
snuck
right.
in at number
I
12
got
or
one.
13 on your
no.
list.
A couple weeks ago, you said a lot of people have counted your team out
Well,
going into this
I
season.
promise you this. There's a reason why the Niners over-under in Vegas, I think, is 11.5 for 12 games. They may flounder in the postseason, but they're going to be an inflated team this year because when I tell you, look at the 49ers schedule. They don't play the Eagles. They don't play Buffalo. They don't play Baltimore. They don't play the Chiefs. The Niners don't
Who
play.
are they playing?
They might as well be playing like the Colts every week. They honestly, the Cardinals, their division's sort of weak. I mean, the Rams certainly must be on this stupid list then.
All right, no whammies, no
I
whammies,
got
no
one.
whammies. You guys have one strike so far.
Rams. What
Ready?
the Rams? The
No,
stupid Rams.
No.
Rams are number 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're in the top 15.
Washington Commanders have to be shooting up.
Boom. Continuing to go backwards. They're number 7.
Bam. I'm bringing the boom, bro. Who you got, Rich? I got the next one. Should I just say it?
Yep, go for it.
I think there's a lot of people high on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year.
Buccaneers at number 11 on their
Okay,
list.
so they're there.
There's people that think the Bucs are better than the Niners.
Yeah,
I love the
there's a
Bucs.
lot of buzz on the Bucs, and Baker Mayfield, he makes people better. So we're looking for number.
Yeah, you still have 5, 6, 10, and 13
Okay.
through 15.
No whammy. Here's the problemo. Someone's got to come out of the AFC South, and I think none of them deserve it. Houston Texans.
Number 13.
All right, there you go. Okay.
Nice.
There you go. Texans.
Yeah, we got to find number 5 and number 6.
Is someone inflating? Oh, I'm sorry. There's going to be people that are high on the Packers because they always are. Packers.
Yes, number 5.
Yeah, Packers.
You know, I think No, I
They
can't
love
say
your
it.
boy Golden, the new wide receiver there.
What about they finally think the Chargers will get it together?
Chargers number 10.
All right.
Always in the top 10 every preseason, though, Monty.
Chargers.
Hey, top 10.
All right, so we're
So you
missing
have-
number 6, 13, 14, 15.
Yep.
So one
Three
of
more
these
teams.
has to be like, come on, man. Are you serious?
Do we need 6, 13, 14, and 15 or not?
6, 14, and 15
What is
still on the
13?
board.
Who's 13?
13 Texans.
Oh, I said that. All right, you're right.
Yes.
All right, so we have one strike with the Niners. That's embarrassing. I'm fine with that strike. God.
Are we thinking Bears are finally
No.
making
Don't give
a
us
run?
that. That's
No?
a second strike, I think. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't know, man. There's always going to be like a sleeper pick.
because
But
Green
remember
Bay.
why lists are made? Lists are made so people discuss. So
but-
they're going to you're going to be like, Bears at number 6.
But Green Bay and the Lions are on this list.
Okay,
So
all
that's
right,
two teams
all
in their
right,
division.
all right, so all right, don't count that one.
Don't
Okay,
do that.
all right.
You gotta. Someone's gonna come out of the South, and you said it's.
By the way,
Bucks.
smart decision. The Bears, number 17
Yeah.
on
See,
this
okay,
list.
good. Okay. See, now I'm feeling good about that.
I'm just thinking there's going
All
to
right.
be one
All
surprise.
right,
in
I'm
there.
gonna give you one because I think. Oh no, because we've already said it. I'm gonna say it anyway. Denver Broncos.
Just outside at number 16.
Sorry, Covinno.
Man.
Sorry.
That
Second
was
strike. You
barely better than the Bears pick.
have down to your last strike, and you have 3 teams left on the board.
All right, we're going to have to discuss before we answer
All
you.
right, you're
there,
right.
all
All right. So Covinno.
We need 5 and 6.
No, we have number. We are missing number 6.
Number 6?
6, 14, and 15.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So 2 are borderline teams, and 1 is clearly top 10, and we're just missing it. I'm gonna be so aggravated when I figure out who we're thinking of.
Titans?
No, if you tell me it's not the Seahawks, you can't tell me the Seahawks. But then again, if they're ranking the Niners so low,
Oh, I know who it is.
Wait.
They're setting up Dak Prescott. It's the Cowboys.
no, because that
Good answer,
no,
Steve.
In
Good answer.
No, because in Vegas, their Vegas over under is 7 wins. Their Vegas says they're going to be 7.
Yeah,
and
but these lists, there's always going to be a surprise on the list. Like, come on, man, he can't be serious. That's why they do these dumbass lists. It's got to be. There's not a lot of teams left that are even like in contention of the conversation.
Yesterday when we were talking about the Cowboys, I ran it through the ChatGPT predictor.
No.
And
Why?
the ChatGPT says the Cowboys could go 9-8 this season.
Woohoo!
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
Steelers.
No. Don't you dare.
Yeah, that's
I-
better.
I'm with
Locking
you.
it
Steelers,
in?
right?
Yeah,
We're locking in the
Wow.
Steelers.
You locked it in, and the Steelers are number 6 on the list.
Lock it in, man.
So now get in, man. We're live. So wait. So do we need team 14?
So 14 and 15, and you have 1 strike. This is coming down to the
We
wire.
have 1 strike left. All right. You got to decide: is Michael Penix Jr. with Atlanta going to do? Is he respected more than? You got to think, who are they respecting more than the 49ers and Bears? Because aren't the 49ers and Bears like 17 and 18, 16 and 17 or something, right?
Yeah, 16 and
So
17.
the outside looking in,
No, 17 and 18.
Broncos at 16, the Bears at 17, Niners at 18.
so Broncos, Bears, and Niners. That's surprising. All 3 of those teams could very well be playoff
I still
teams.
think the Cowboys are up there, man.
No, I think you're wrong.
You don't want to lock that in,
Oh
huh?
man, I mean.
All right, how about the
Well, hold on, wait.
Falcons? Yeah, maybe the Falcons.
All right. Let's do Falcons.
Lock it in.
Are you locking in the Falcons?
I press my button, Rich. You press your button?
Locked it in.
All right, we're locked in.
On the 2025 Power Rankings here, NFL on Fox, they have the Falcons at number 25. Losers.
Was I right about the Cowboys, dude?
No, they have the Cowboys at 19.
Oh, wow.
Who do we miss at 14 and 15?
At 14, the Cardinals.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yo, this spot, honestly,
Pish posh apple sauce.
And number 15, the Vikings.
Yeah, I was thinking of
thought the Vikings.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. By the
Wait,
way,
why do we always sleep on Minnesota teams, dude?
can I tell you something?
Cold.
It's cold there, yeah.
The simple fact.
You want the rest of the list really quick?
Skull,
I told
baby,
you
skull.
17 and 18,
Yeah.
19 Cowboys, 20 Jags, Seahawks 21, Patriots, Raiders, Dolphins, Falcons, Giants, Jets, Panthers, Colts, Titans, Saints, and Browns in last place at 32.
Wow.
You know,
that list isn't too bad.
Lists are made to be debated, so I respect the.
Your 49ers is the big controversy here.
I think the big and putting the Steelers at number 6.
Absolutely.
Steelers at 6.
Those should be like, I wouldn't say flipped, but
No.
yeah, those are the 2 surprises.
But I mean, I'm not saying I would.
we
bet
already
my-
established Steelers are a 9 to 10 win team easily.
I'm not saying I would bet my home on it, but I would bet a substantial amount of money that the 49ers are better than the Arizona Cardinals this year. I'm flabbergasted that they would put the Cardinals above the 49ers. Like, the 49ers, yeah, they lost a couple key components, but the 49ers...
don't be too flabbergasted. Nobody knows anything. It's all a big guessing game. Based on last season and the moves that were made, but still, you never know.
Good. As I believe George Kittle said on the Dan Patrick Show, I love that there's no George Kittle saying, like, the fact that there's no drama or storyline about the 49ers, like that they're almost a little boring right now.
Oh,
good. Sorry, we can't entertain.
We found a storyline. Both Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy, both new dads.
Oh, is that what they're thinking? They're going to be changing diapers at 3 in the morning?
They're going to be too tired to compete.
Well,
but
is there it's so weird because I'm so in baseball mode now. McCaffrey is like 100% going into the season, unless something happened that I don't know about. So Christian McCaffrey alone, with a healthy Brock, Ayuk will eventually be back in the mix. George Kittle's, I don't understand why.
Yeah, they're superstars on paper. Who's
Still,
got top billing? We don't know.
People think their window is closed, and I'm trying to decide if I'm looking at it through Homer glasses, or if their window really did close. I don't know. Hey,
well, your
we'll find
thoughts
out.
on that, 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. And while we get the phone calls, we're also looking for contestants to play Mike's Wednesday Words of Wisdom. Big Mike, who runs this place, always walks around like he has all the answers.
Yeah, so you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play you Mike's Words of Wisdom. And
you have to repeat it verbatim.
I mean, sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're tricky. Repeat it word for word, and you will win a COVINO Rich coveted prize. Now, as of right now, we're going to give you an IOU, but we learned in Dumb and Dumber. IOUs,
Where's all the money? That's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs.
And IOUs are just as good as money or prizes.
Yeah, we've learned this. So,
yeah, you're pre-registered for a CNR prize.
So with that said, let's hear Mike's Words of Wisdom. And if you want to win, 877-99 on Fox, we'll give you an IOU, which is just as
and
good
we
as
mean
money.
it, though. We mean it. Yeah, because we're not sure if we're stocking up on new Swiggies or bribery balls, which are the CNR FSR Nerf footballs for football season.
And by the way, all the final winners of our Swiggies the past couple of months, that shipment goes out in a couple of days.
Okay, cool.
All right, so if you want
That's
to play,
as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, we could do COVINO Rich shoehorns. I don't know what.
Yeah, we got a flask. Giving away a flask.
COVINO Rich cufflinks.
CNR lighters.
That's right. So 877-99 on Fox. If you could repeat it verbatim, it's our way of keeping your mind sharp and passing down some wisdom from Mike.
Here we go.
It's time for the guy that runs this place.
Just for clarification, guys, Big Mike does not run this place. He is not in charge of everything. He has no power over really anybody here. He does not run this place.
It's Big Mike's Words of Wisdom on a Wednesday.
Nothing lasts forever, except perhaps the day before you leave for your vacation.
Nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, don't repeat it.
Don't repeat
But it's kind of like our theory on Uber minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those are the 4 longest minutes ever. Like, man, it's taking so long.
Why are you going the wrong way?
Yeah, why is he spinning around now? So
My car can't do that.
if you could repeat that verbatim,
How did he miss that turn? He got one job.
we'll give you an IOU, which is just as good as money.
Perfecto. We got more COVINO Rich. The winner, perhaps, for Big Mike's Words of Wisdom. And Spot's got Midweek Major, all the fun headlines in sports and entertainment we haven't touched on yet. That's all next, right here, CNR on FSR.
It's COVINO and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event
You
during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo
joking.
Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event
You
during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo
joking.
Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
The sun goes up and the sun gets down. I love Behind the Sun. Again, Flea, probably the most popular in the band. Something we've discussed all day. Who's the headliner? Who's the top biller? Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Iowa Sam's on the ones and twos. Danny G is super producing, always keeping us in line, always doing a great job. He's on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. Monty's hanging out. She's got your updates. And again, all of our videos on Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page. Spot posts them. He's at Spot Center, and he's getting ready for Midweek Major. We're doing that next. The biggest stories in sports and pop culture. We decide, are they midweek or major? But we got to pick a winner, Rich.
All right.
Remember, it's an IOU.
Let's see if someone could repeat Mike's words of wisdom.
That's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs.
Which is, I've always said that. Let's start with...
we have Tom, Justin, Joe, Les, and Vito all lined up. We're going to start in Maine.
All right, let's see if Tom could get it. Tom, can you repeat Mike's words of wisdom, buddy?
All right. Nothing lasts forever, except perhaps the day before you leave for your vacation.
He got it. That's it. I just wasn't ready for him. Whoa!
Wow. Hey.
Nothing lasts forever.
Except perhaps.
Except what? How does it go?
Except perhaps the day before vacation.
Perhaps is in there? There's a perhaps?
Except perhaps the day before you leave for your vacation.
Wow. Hey, man, you just won an IOU.
Hey.
Tom, hang on.
Wow.
Yeah, congrats.
Wow.
Hang on, don't worry. I'm going to get all your info, and you're going to stay on our mailing list.
Now,
don't
remember,
you
we're out of
Send them,
Swiggies, so we're probably going to get Nerf footballs moving forward,
Yes, sir.
and
Why
you'll
don't we
be on the list for one.
Why don't we send them like a from our event? Send them like a package of swag.
I mean, we have that, too.
Those are very special.
Yeah. So, hey, we'll
Limited.
hook it up. We'll put you on the list. And thanks for playing. We do this every Wednesday. And,
Or send them Danny G's love dice.
yeah, you know what? We'll send them Danny G has like an old pair of socks in the spare studio over there.
Danny G has some Raiders silk underwear that if you want those.
Speaking of, if we
He's
have
using it
Lightly used.
He's using it as a window shade.
Yeah.
Speaking of our prizes, if we have time, bad promo items. We said we'd discuss it.
Yeah,
If
you
not,
did.
we'll do it on Overpromised, our bonus show. But are we ready? Are we going to give Spot extra time today? Or-
I mean, it's not extra time. It's like the actual time I should be allotted.
All right. Well, we do it every
How about that?
Wednesday. We call it Midweek Major.
Covino and Rich get you over the middle of the week with Midweek Major.
Ooh, I love that.
We throw sports and pop culture headlines and topics at the fellas, and it's like the kids say,
That's so mid. Week definitely major.
CNR scoring. Midweek Major.
Yeah!
Danny's out of practice.
Yeah.
That's for the NFL preseason starting tomorrow. And we could talk really slow right now because we got like 11 minutes for Spotty here.
Wow, Spot. Here we
I
go.
I don't need it.
Before we hand things over to the number one and only host of this, let's roll the 2 red love dice over there in the main studio.
Danny G sticky red love dice. I rolled a 6.
All right, now a rich roll.
A Rich roll, way cooler than a Rick roll.
Rich rolled 10, so
here
he
we
goes
go.
first.
All right, Spotty.
That means Rich gets first take. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the most famous person, besides Judy Blume, from Scotch Plains, New Jersey, Spotty Boy.
Hey!
I don't know what I'm going to do with all this time.
Talk
all right.
real slow.
I will. So if you want,
I'm Mr. McAllister, the father.
If you want to parent like the goat, Tom Brady just dropped some parenting advice on his 199 newsletter. It appeared like he was offering advice to golfer Scotty Scheffler, who has been struggling with being away from his family while on tour. So Brady said that while it's tough to be away from family to be an elite athlete, it's the work on the field which makes pro competitors great parents. Quote, my dedication to the sport, the hours of practice, the moments when I was laser focused, those were times I was doing the best possible thing for my family and my kids by prioritizing my profession and teaching by example what it takes to be really good at your job. Ooh. He also went on to say, remember, your children are watching everything. They see what you do in every aspect of your life and how you do it. Of course, fans are alluding to the fact that he's throwing a little bit of shade at his ex Giselle, who criticized Tommy's dedication to the game and not his family. If you recall on this very show, I said that Tom Brady hates his family. So
you did.
I did.
I did not.
When he went back to when he came out of retirement. So a lot of getting for that, but good advice nonetheless. Midweek or major?
This is major, and I'll tell you why. Because it's Tom Brady. He's the most winning, maybe not the greatest of all time, but the GOAT when it comes to the guy's a winner. 7 Super Bowls. That's more than every organization, right? I mean, when you think about it that way. So, yes, he dedicated time and effort to the craft, and what a great example for his kids to show hard work and how it pays off. Everything from the TB12 workout to you name it, Tom Brady's the guy. But when he's talking to Scotty Scheffler, it's tough because Tom Brady's dedication resulted in him sacrificing what? His family. So he's given advice about making yourself a great example to your kids, but that ultra dedication is sort of what led to the demise of his marriage and why he doesn't see his kids all the time.
Yeah,
so,
it's major, but it also feels like a little bit of a justification because of that, Rich. Like, yeah, I sacrificed my family, but I was teaching them how to be a great leader and champion, and that's all true.
Yeah,
but his family did pay the price as a result. But you know what? They also reap the benefits. And I often say, and we had this discussion today, Rich, on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Your hard work is justified when you're able to splurge on your kids. Like, hey, you know what? We are going to get the lightning pass and the fast pass, and we are going to go on vacation. We are going to get that toy you wanted. That's why Dad works hard.
We are going to go to Coldstone Creamery.
We're going to go to Coldstone Creamery. That's why Dad puts in the extra hours.
And we will see Paul Stanley.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think that's all part of it. Your kids do reap the benefits.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's interesting. I'm not saying Tom Brady shouldn't give parenting advice, but he, one of the few things you could say negatively about Tom is that football did take a priority.
Told you, he hates the
so, there you go. Thank you, Spot.
You could quote me on that if you want.
You done?
You know what? That's my bold take. Tom Brady hates his family. All right, well, speaking of Tom Brady, remember we were speculating if at the Bezos wedding that he and Sydney Sweeney, the girl with the good jeans?
Yeah.
He and Sydney Sweeney had a little bit of a hookup. Well, it's possible that maybe he's not her type. So WNBA star Sophie Cunningham, who's also a stunning blonde, said that Tom Brady is not her type of guy because she's into, quote, more of a manly man. Cunningham was talking about Brady on the first episode of her new Show Me Something podcast, talking with her friend, TV personality Wes Wilson, who said he recently met Brady. And Cunningham asked how much Botox he has. She said she likes more of a manly man, doesn't want her man having Botox in his face, alluding to the Brady looking like he's had work done. And there's been a lot of speculation. He looks like handsome Squidward. Maybe he has. Cunningham, 28 years old, currently in her first season at the Indiana Fever. So maybe she kind of has the eye of the younger girl. So that might take Sydney Sweeney out of the mix. Midweek or major?
This is mid, and I'll tell you why.
Why? Because you have Botox?
No, I do not yet. Sophie Cunningham.
Beautiful.
You mean Sophie Stunningham?
Thanks.
I came up with that.
Yeah,
good one, Sam.
You should make some shirts. Sophie Stunningham is hot. She's cool. I like what she's brought to the WNBA, defending Caitlin Clark. This is the first misstep. Who says Tom Brady wants you anyway? And number two, Tom Brady, you should be so lucky, Sophie Cunningham, if Tom Brady were to look your way. Tom Brady is a pimp. Tom Brady's the man. Tom Brady, Sophie Cunningham, if they were a power couple,
why don't you date Tom Brady?
Tom Brady would be the. Come on, this is ridiculous.
You know why Sophie Cunningham isn't interested in Tom Brady is because he won't eat Arby's roast beef. That's the real problem. Do you guys know about that shirt?
No.
She wore a shirt to a game that was like "Hot Girls Eat at Arby's," and it's like become like a viral thing.
Thanks for clarifying that.
You got to clarify your roast beef comment.
Thank you,
Tom Brady will not touch Arby's.
Next.
Thank you, Sam.
Hey, leave the roast beef at home. I think this is a mid-story. No one cares.
Okay.
Manly man, how do you define that? Tom Brady is the man amongst men. Every guy adores him. So how is he not the man or a manly man? He's a football superstar. What's a manly man? Jeremiah Johnson? You have to have a burly beard? Like, what is a manly man? Richard Karn? Like,
Oh, maybe you know what? Maybe I got a chance with Sophie Cunningham.
Borland.
you have to have like a big beard and like be working under a car.
I mean,
like,
Tom
what
Brady-
is a man? He's a football superstar.
No, but I know, but I get what you say. He is pretty.
Like he goes
So
and
he's
gets
too
facials
good
at a
look-
spa.
Hey,
Like that's
just
what
'cause
Brady
he's
does.
good looking, though,
He's
doesn't
soft.
mean
takes
he's not-
care of himself.
That means he's soft? That doesn't mean he's soft. That guy competes on the highest of levels with the toughest of guys.
Sophie wants guys who have BO.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw
she
on-
wants a stinky fat guy.
I saw on TMZ
With
Tom,
that chest hair.
I saw Tom Brady on TMZ with like his glistening tan abs. Maybe she doesn't want that.
You know
What's a
what?
man?
That's fine. And
Got a
you know what?
chance.
I'm sure he doesn't want that either.
All right.
He doesn't want that roast beef.
All right, over to the Lakers. Luka has been slimming down a lot recently. I know we've joking about his weight, but he has been slimming down. Despite speculation, the Laker has shut down any rumors that he's doing it with the help of drugs assistant Ozempic. While appearing on Today This Morning, host Craig Melvin actually asked the question everyone's been thinking. He said, no Ozempic, none of those shots or anything. Luka quickly shut it down, saying that his trim look is the result of diet and exercise, and that he actually took a full month off of basketball to focus solely on his fitness.
This is insulting.
Okay, continue.
No, I'm sorry. Go.
No, I was going to say he was featured on the summer edition of Men's Health looking trim as well. So maybe stepping it up. He's got some potential contract extension coming up as soon as August 2nd. So who knows? Midweek or major?
Major. It's insulting to a 25-year-old guy. He's not a 50-year-old guy or a mom who's trying to bounce back after having kids, middle age. He's a 25-year-old guy. To speculate that him getting in shape, you're like, must be on Ozempic, or he's a 25-year-old elite athlete who could probably just turn it on for a couple months. Covino, when you were 20-something and you wanted to get trim, you could probably do it in a few weeks. You remember those days where, like, you eat healthy for a month?
Even I did it at 25. It was easy.
Like, eat healthy for a month when you're 25. You're fine. If you're asking a 45-year-old, that's different. 25, insulting. Luka should be like, Ozempic? You out of your mind, you buffoons?
Who was the fat guy in Teen Wolf? Chubby?
Chubbs.
It's not like he was Chubbs from Teen Wolf.
Kind of was.
No, he was not.
Kind of was.
You cut out the booze and you eat right, you lose some weight. It's not that hard, especially when you're that young. He wasn't that fat. He was just a little soft. So give me a break.
But he wasn't on and off the court. He was at In-N-Out Burger.
He dieted some. He made fitness a priority, and it's the biggest revenge he could have had. It's like the kiss my ass, look at me now to Dallas, and props to him. He also admitted, I don't know if you saw this, but he was at the Yankees broadcast recently, and they asked him, Michael K's like, you ever play baseball? He's like, only on the Wii. Only on the Wii. But they also talked about just the diet and cleaning it up and changing priorities. Good for him, man. I think it's a major story.
All right, a little beef is brewing between former baseball player Philly John Kruk and Chicago Sky star Angel Reese. We all love these stories. I know. The play-by-play commentator Tom McCarthy was wishing his friend a happy birthday, who happened to be his former high school basketball player teammate. He said he was a heck of a basketball player because McCarthy said, I missed a lot of shots and he cleaned that up. And then Kruk took that as an opportunity to throw a jab at Angel Reese. McCarthy said, I don't want to say anything. Or no, Kruk said, I don't want to say anything, but there's someone here in Chicago who does that a lot. McCarthy said, that's true. She gets her points. And then Kruk said she gets her rebounds too, alluding to the fact that Reese has been padding her stats, getting her me bounds, as she refers to them.
Yeah.
And then Reese has actually responded saying, clout is one hell of a drug. Really gets to a point. She also went on her TikTok saying, to anybody that's been mean to me and you're having a hard time in life, good. So we'll see if the jabs continue back and forth, but it's getting a little steam on social media. Midweek or major?
Eye-rollingly mid. Okay. I love John Kruk. No one knows who Angel Reese is compared to John Kruk. John Kruk.
What?
John Kruk.
I would reverse that.
John Kruk is a major superstar that played in all-star games and was a staple in baseball. Angel Reese is part of a league that no one cared about until a year ago.
But on Instagram and all social media, I'd say she has millions of followers.
Yeah, John Kruk is most known for putting his helmet on backwards.
Yeah, but
I love him. He's a colorful guy.
But John Kruk has accomplished so much more in his life than Angel Reese. This is embarrassing for her.
Huh. It's a weird beef, like you said.
Roast beef?
Speaking of beef, on a positive note,
what say you,
I
Covino?
saw our buddy, I think it's a mid-story. It's a weird beef. Like, you don't want to, like, cut up a young woman in any weird way, and I don't think that was John Kruk's real intention here. He sort of was vague about it. On a positive, I saw Jeff Pearlman say that Angel Reese is an old-school elbow-throwing, rebound-grabbing, Oakley-esque sort of baller. We need to appreciate her. So she plays a different game, a tough game. Not everyone's going to love it. It's a mid-story.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Spot. I just think
thanks for the time
some
today.
of these WNBA players are just delusional. I promise you this. I've said it before. If they stop playing for some holdout, they'll never play again.
Right.
That's my thought.
Is that why someone threw a toy on the court during a game yesterday? Look that up on your own time.
I don't know what that's all about.
You didn't hear about this?
No. Why don't you tell us in your update? Monty,
Sure.
What toy was it? My Pit Monster?
A toy that's not suitable for work.
Was it Man-at-Arms?
A toy you would use in the evening, maybe, a lady, just look it up. But it was a tied game.
What do you mean by that? Yeah.
It was a tied game with 1 minute left,
Yeah.
and this item went flying onto the court.
Man, I can't.
Lime green.
Lime
Couldn't
green?
miss it. Camera even pans to it for a hot
bounced.
second.
Oh, it
bounced.
was a glowworm.
Oh, my glowworm from my
Lime
childhood.
green?
Remember
Yeah, the
those?
glowworm.
Glowworm, yes.
Yes, that's
Definitely-
exactly what it
definitely
was.
glowed.
Big glowworm.
Exactly.
Glowed. It was
All right, perfect.
No, but it was like a tie game with 1 minute to go. It's hilarious. Okay, anyway, MLB trade deadline. I'm going to say it's pretty much finalized. Everybody is reporting on this. The Phillies are finalizing a deal to acquire closer Johan Duran from the Twins for 2 top prospects, like 4 and 6 the top prospects of the Phillies. Yeah, that's probably the biggest trade so far.
Is he going to keep his cool entrance that he had in Minnesota? Remember, he had like he would almost what the Mets Timmy Trumpets does for Diaz.
Yep.
The guy in Minnesota, he has a great intro.
He better continue a great intro. The Reds have acquired Gold Glove third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes from the Pirates, while the Mariners traded for Pirates left-handed reliever Caleb Ferguson. Mets acquired right-handed pitcher Tyler Rogers from the Giants, and the Yankees traded for White Sox outfielder Austin Slater. Right now in baseball, Phillies are edging the White Sox 2-1. Bottom of the 4th inning, the Padres just shut out the Mets 5-0. Pirates beat the Giants 2-1. Blue Jays snapped their 4-game losing streak with a 9-8 win over the Orioles. Cubs outscored the Brewers 10-3. Ravens tight end Isaiah Likely gonna have surgery on a broken bone in his foot. He's expected to miss 6 weeks, but it's possible that he could actually be ready for Week 1. The Seahawks signed GM John Schneider to a 4-year extension. In the NBA, the Warriors have made another push to retain Jonathan Kuminga, but the restricted free agent is continuing to decline their 2-year, $45 million contract offer. And former NBA star Gilbert Arenas, along with 5 other defendants, were arrested today on a federal indictment alleging they operated an illegal gambling business in which high-stakes poker games were played at an Encino mansion Arenas owned. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Monty.
Jess.
Thanks, Monty.
Jess.
All right, so we got more Covino and Rich. Maybe we'll fit in some bad promo items, but
Okay.
stick around. Let's have fun. It's a hump day on Fox Sports Radio.
Wake up, it's 2 pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio. You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining,
and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available. We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder,
Better.
we are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available. We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger,
Bolder,
better.
we are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big
Welcome back to the Showgram program, the professional gram known throughout the land as CNR on FSR. Covino and Rich in for the herd tomorrow, so join us in the morning or catch the podcast. Right now we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, and remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Fox Sports Radio's YouTube channel. Search Covino and Rich and enjoy the videos. Spotty's always throwing up videos. Elijah, the whole team, Sagar, always putting up videos from all your favorite shows. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
You said shipped, right?
I said shipped. Also, Rich, when we're filling in for the herd tomorrow, we'll do some old school when 50 hits. That's when we throw it back on a Thursday and reminisce. Yeah.
I'm excited to fill in for Colin tomorrow. And Monty, are you with us tomorrow?
I am in for you guys tomorrow with Dan Byer.
What a treat.
And that's how we like it. That's how we love it.
Monty, do you sit in my chair or Covino's?
I sit in your chair. Yeah.
It's the hot seat, right?
Don't I? We switch it up. Dan and I switch it off.
Sometimes Dan sits on your lap, right?
No, I'm not Sandy Claus.
That's the hot seat, but this is the driver's seat.
Oh, get out of here.
The driver's seat.
The driver's seat. Well, hey,
yeah, bro.
I love when you guys fill in. So tomorrow, we're in for Colin, and you're in good hands with two of our best pals, Dan Byer and Monty, tomorrow here on Fox Sports Radio.
Now, bad promo items or wingy, like Black Sheep said, the choice is yours.
Oh, since yesterday was National Wing Day, break out those lemon pepper, break out those Asian zing, or what are the ones you like, the honey barbecue?
Oh, honey barbecue, yeah.
Let me just make a couple things clear.
Now I'm hungry.
The same annoying conversations come up every time when someone says wing, so I will touch on them without talking about them. We will not have the tired conversation of blue cheese or ranch, because the answer is blue cheese next. Second thing.
Wow. Ranch is pretty good, though.
Yeah,
it's not like ranch is terrible.
Blue cheese.
Blue cheese tastes rotten.
I love blue cheese. A lot of people are not team blue cheese. I'm team blue cheese.
I said we weren't talking about it. All right. People love to debate that stupid thing. Secondly, people love to say boneless wings or just chicken nuggets. I don't care. I still love them.
Me too.
Then I'm eating nuggies.
Yo también.
I love wings, but I also love boneless. Who doesn't? Stop being pretentious.
Breaded with a sauce?
You're allowed to have boneless wings. Don't call me a baby.
Yeah, what are you, some sort of sophisticated highbrow advance palate?
Yeah,
what do you think, you're better than me because you like the bone?
Please, you're more like, we're all like Guy Fieri. None of us are, we're all having donkey sauce. Anyway.
That's good sauce.
That is good sauce, Dan Patrick.
Those two debates are right up there.
Why does that sound like Dan Patrick to me?
Those two debates are right up there with Jordan or LeBron James.
Yeah, get your drops right. That's Ben Mallett.
So blue cheese and boneless wings are fine for me. My final question, and I think it's so funny because we saw Rob Parker have a fit about this, our buddy Rob Parker on The Odd Couple.
He lost his mind.
We were at the Super Bowl, and he asked the waiter, can you bring me all flats?
All flats. All the time.
I like a mix of them, but I will go for the flats over the drumsticks. But Rob Parker put up a fit. Well, he's like, what do you mean you can't do all flats? My head's spinning off. Like, he was so mad.
Did I do that?
What would you go for? Monty, I know you're not a meat eater, but what would you go for? Guys, fellas, what would you do? When you do wings, drumsticks or the flats?
Drumsticks for me.
I think drumsticks too. I loved wings.
Yeah.
That's the thing I missed the most in my life.
Drummies.
Drummies? You're going drummies?
Yeah.
They're easier to eat.
Yeah.
Easier to dip, too.
Easier to dip. It's what I'm not breaking anything apart.
Like, it's what I'm going for first, without a doubt.
All right, so
the
you know
drumstick.
what? We learned a lesson. All of you could eat wings with Rob Parker and be in ebony and ivory perfect harmony.
That's right.
He'll take the flats, you'll take the drumsticks, and all is good.
Who thought wings were so controversial?
I know, exactly. We will see you guys mañana in for the herd. Until then, have a great night. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.